Hey everybody, what is up? It is New Autocube, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I got something in the mail today, and that is my Steam Deck OLED. So I decided to purchase one of these this year in the middle of 2025, and it's not for the purpose of just buying one to have. I actually am buying it as a replacement for my Steam Deck LCD. And I absolutely love this thing. I've owned it for a few months. I actually had another one earlier in the year, but I had to end up selling it for personal reasons. But I decided to pick another one up off of a local Facebook marketplace seller. And I ran into a problem where the R1 shoulder button is not clicking properly. And I tried to go get it fixed at a local repair store, but they were not able to fix it. So the button works. It's just it doesn't click as it should. So I've been really unhappy with that, and just a warning for you people that are going out there and buying things off of local sellers. Make sure you completely test the device before you make the deal and give the person the money. I thought everything looked good from the pictures and whatnot, but you just don't know until you actually test it. And don't make the mistake I did and just pay for it and get home and then you run into issues. Now, this is still usable, but I want something that works to its full potential, and I'm sure somebody's going to get their own good use out of it. I'm going to put it up, and I'll have to put a disclaimer on the description, but that's alright. But I absolutely love this thing. Steam Deck is honestly the way to go, especially for the handheld market. I know there's like other options like the ROG Ally, and I haven't really got the chance to test that out, but I've heard great things about it, and I just love the Steam OS. It's very easy to use, it's very fun to use, and the Steam Deck can play most of the most popular games these days. It can't play everything, but it can play a lot of Steam games, and I also primarily use this for emulation. I'm not going to say where to get all the ROMs and stuff, but I completely support emulation because these gaming companies don't care about us consumers. As you guys know, the gaming industry is heading towards a direction that is not good with the ownership of video games, and I think this is a great option to go. You can, and on top of that, like, all these older games are becoming stupidly expensive in these retro stores, and I think this is just the best way to go about playing retro games, because you can just find them online and play them completely free, and they work perfectly fine on this for the most part. I've gotten a few Switch games to work, but pretty much like Wii U, like all the way back, works perfectly. And the best part is you can hook this up to a TV, and you can hook up any controller that you want, and you can play whatever game you want on this thing. So I do have a 1 terabyte micro SD card, so I'm going to have to transfer everything over to my new Steam Deck OLED, but not a problem. Like, I guess the only thing that sucks is the fact that I'm going to have to put all my customization with SteamGrid DB and all that back in. But it's not a problem, I guess. I tried asking online about like the possibility of transferring all my data from one system to another, but nobody responded. But that's alright. But I got all my games on that micro SD card, so I should be pretty much good to go. So it won't be too much of a transferring process. Anyways, so now that I've talked about that for a little bit, this is my Steam Deck OLED. It just came in. And honestly, I think it was a really good decision to buy this from Valve themselves, because it's a brand new device, and nobody's ever used it. And it's got a little bit more storage internal storage than what's on my original Steam Deck, so I think that is a good thing for me, even though I got the 1 terabyte micro SD card. Is it a 1 terabyte? No, wait, I think it's a 1.5. Anyways, I can tell you guys right now, actually. Take this out. Okay, yep, it's a 1.5 terabyte. I know like 1 terabyte micro SD cards are really common, especially with the Nintendo Switch 2 with the express cards and stuff. But if you're going to get a device like this, I highly recommend getting a really good micro SD card. Yeah, this thing won't stay in. Alright, there we go. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this. I got my pocket knife here. Use this at work. Got some personal information on this box. I'm not going to show too much of it. Alright, so inside we have the Steam Deck, and then here's the charger. I'm going to take it out real quick. So, gonna get an all-new case with this. So, I got the middle tier Steam Deck that has 512 gigabytes, so I'm not gonna get the case that has the extra case that you can, like, take out, but that's alright. Open this up, this nice bag. I like the presentation of the packaging, it's really nice. So, here it is. Got the case and the Steam Deck. One thing I love about the Steam Deck is the fact that Valve gives you the case with the device itself. I think that's a really good thing. Alright, how do I get this open? Ah, there we go. Alright. Not too hard to open. So there it is. Move my knife over here so it doesn't do any damage. Probably move this down here. Ooh, got like a little, like a lock on top of this. Interesting. I've never seen anything like that. And it's got like Valve's logo on it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Guess I'll take my knife, or my knife might be able to cut it. Be really careful. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. Now for the moment of truth. Alright. So there it is. So I actually have a protective silicone sleeve coming in from Amazon along with a screen protector. I'm just going to get the HD screen protector because I've heard the anti-glare people have had issues with it. They don't really care for it. But my brother-in-law owns a Steam Deck OLED, so I've held one before, but oh my gosh. Oh man, the sticks feel so much better on this compared to the LCD. Like, just, it's hard to explain it. Like, you have to feel it for yourselves. But one thing I noticed up here, the power button, it has like an accent orange color from, I think that's like to represent Valve. But, yep, that's how it should be. Clicks in perfectly. And the buttons don't really feel too much different. I heard, okay, maybe it's a little bit different. But, yeah, I like this. And I think the shaping is a little bit different. Like, there's a slight bit bigger screen. Alright. So, I'm going to hold both of them up here really carefully. But here's both the devices. So as you can see, without messing anything up. So the Steam Deck OLED's a little bit bigger in size, and I guess it does look a little bit different, like with the bevels and stuff. So I heard there's no there's no difference with the processing power. Now I did hear though that the battery life is better and the screen can go up to 90 hertz, which is really nice for certain games. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. And yeah, everything feels good. It looks good. Let's power it on real quick. Hopefully it has juice. I might have to charge it. Takes a minute to load up. Now, on my original Steam Deck, I have a really nice custom animation that loads up. I got a bunch of them, but this is my LCD. Let it load up here. It's got a really cool opening animation. This is one of the amazing things that you can do with the Steam Deck that I've never seen on any other handheld device, and that's why I love this thing. One of many reasons why I love this thing. So, okay, it just skipped. But it's a really cool opening from, it's a piece from the Persona 5 opening, and it, says Steam Deck. So, if you guys ever get the chance, install Decky plugins, I believe. And you can get a certain plugin where you can install different openings for your Steam Deck. Highly recommend it. So this one isn't turned on yet, so I think the battery's dead, but that's alright. But anyways, guys, that is my unboxing of the Steam Deck OLED. I highly recommend picking up a Steam Deck LCD OLED. I mean, whichever you guys prefer, and whichever is the cheapest option. If you decide to pick up from a Facebook Market seller, highly recommend making sure all the buttons work and test out the device before you purchase it. Don't make the same hasty mistake that I made, but I'm sure somebody will buy it and will enjoy it as much as I did. But just a thing to look out for. It really sucks that, there's really no differences between consoles as much anymore. There's really no reason to own an Xbox anymore. And that's why I got rid of my Xbox Series X. I remember when this current generation started, I bought the PS5 and the Xbox, and I had a Nintendo Switch. And I had them because of variety. I wanted to enjoy a little bit of everything from each console, but now everything comes out on all the consoles. Now, Nintendo's still exclusive to their own console, but most of the third-party games you can enjoy on PS5 or PC or your Steam Deck. So I think with this whole digital future moving forward, I think in the fact that retro games are becoming so expensive, I think the Steam Deck is just the perfect way to go in PC. But what's nice is most PlayStation games, exclusive games, get ported over to PC a year or two later. So you can buy them on there, and many of them you can play on the Steam Deck. I know Spider-Man runs on the Steam Deck. I haven't tried it myself, but I heard it plays pretty well. Well, that wraps it up for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. If you haven't already, feel free to check me out on my YouTube channel, New Cube. I have a lot of videos on there. I recently did a Pokemon is Ruined video, and I might make a follow-up to it soon. Turned out really well. I loved all the comments and people agreeing with me on the fact how Pokemon's become so expensive and how bad it's become. And I love talking with you guys, and I'm looking forward to making more content soon. I'll talk to you guys later, and keep gaming.